For having us here. I know some folks had to work last night. I appreciate that. You know, it's good to see people tired from working, though, isn't it? Right. We can take all that we want. I'm going to be real quick here because everybody's got busy times. We've got 1 week to go till the election. You know, as you get to the last week, you know, campaigns begin about two things. They begin about, you know, making sure you're defining differences and making sure you're bringing people together. And the differences couldn't be any clearer here, okay? First day I was sworn in as your governor. The first executive order I signed was the Auto Jobs Task Force. Because I knew we were going to build cars in America, and we were going to build them right here. Now, we didn't quit there. I mean, we had to do some things to balance the budget and do all the other work you have to do in government. But then we needed to, when it came time to recruit significant investment in the state, GM and Ford, you know, I went all the way to Detroit. I sat right across the table from all of them. I worked with your president, Mr. King, and everybody all across the country, local folks, everybody else. And then we worked with the legislature to try to get a targeted package to make sure we could be competitive and get these investments. Unfortunately, the legislature didn't get that done the first time, so I had to call them in for special session. Yeah. I did not pay him time and a half for the extra work. Well, we got it done. And because of that, Ford's investing $1.1 billion on the Kansas City side. GM's investing $380 million here. Not only are we got 2 plants going up and about another 3,000 jobs coming right here to the Show Me State, but you also have that rebirth of the parts network. And you know, through the entirety of the time of sitting across the table with folks and talking about that, you know, the one thing that was never questioned, ever, was whether the workers of the Show Me State could deliver a competitive product on the world market. My opponent wasn't for it, you know, and quite frankly, he was taking bank bailouts, but not for supporting workers, and that's, you know, that's his call, but that's clearly a defining difference. And so as we sit here now, a week before an election, my call to y'all is easy. I mean, we get up every day and work, and more of you folks are going to be working. By the time we get here next year, this isn't going to be a big enough place to hold everybody. That's right. And it's helping in a lot of fronts. But as we see this, we want to take this energy and we want to continue to move forward. So we rebuild that parts network. So we rebuild all the service networks. And so that we use these significant investments built on the backs of the best workers in the state, best workers in the country, quite frankly, best workers in the world, to use that to keep this economy moving forward. And maybe that's why we're starting to see the positive job growth we're seeing. I mean, the unemployment rate in the state's now below 7%, down to 6.9%. That's the second largest drop of any state in the country since I was sworn in. It was 8.6 when I got sworn in, it's 6.9 now. Right. We're not done. We're not done, but boy, we're headed in a direction that clearly sees us continuing to work. And last month, when the job numbers came out, 17,900 new jobs in the state of Missouri. Of those, 4,900 were in advanced manufacturing, the exact targeted area we know we can compete in. Okay. So a week to go. I asked everybody to vote. Remember Nixon's rule: never go to the polls. Don't never even consider. I'll just give it to you real quick. Some of you heard of it. Nixon's 7th law is really, really simple. Polling places are very dangerous places to go. You should never consider going there alone.